What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Want to show you guys our new hunting trailer that we thought on for a long time and recently had custom built here in South Georgia. And want to take you guys and show you kind of the features, exterior and interior, kind of what we did and why. So I'm going to turn it over to my buddy Tim, who he and I went in together to have this trailer built. I sold my old hunting trailer and we went in together on this. He is the guru with all the knowledge, technical knowledge on the trailer. So I'm gonna let him explain kind of what we did and how we did it and a little bit of why. So Tim, what do we got?
Yeah, so we'll start on the exterior. On the back of the trailer here on the rear, you can see there are LED spoiler lights up top. Just helps with lighting up the rear of the trailer at night when you're loading, unloading cargo. We opted for an upgraded 10,000 pound door. So that door is rated for 10,000 pounds. And in order to accomplish that, you'll see the supports that you can, the retractable supports that you can put down when you're loading or unloading something that's heavier than normal. With the weight of the UTV, it's not necessary. But if we ever wanted to load up a tractor or anything like that, we would certainly use those. Over on the camp side of the trailer, we've got the LED camp lights up top just to illuminate the side of this side of the trailer when we're camping or working at night. You know, using this trailer specifically as a hunting application. You never know when we're going to be cleaning game, processing game, anything like that. And so we wanted to have a space that could be lit up at night. We're looking at also adding a 270 awning to the top of the trailer that would go around to the back as well, so that we would have some covered area to keep us out of the weather and such. So the exterior of it is, we upgraded the exterior material with it's a polycore material. It's not the traditional little kind of flimsy thin metal. This is a poly material that lays flat. It doesn't ripple the way that metal does, and it looks good. And then on the lower quarter of the trailer, we went with the blacked out diamond plate. You know, again, just as a hunting trailer, you never know. We're going down dirt roads with gravel and things like that, and wanted to have that as a little added protection. You'll see upgraded wheels and such. The side door, we did a bar lock for the exterior. Just a little added security when we're hauling around, you know, expensive gear. When we're camping, we will undo that bar lock, throw that latch down, put a lock through there so that we can't be locked inside the trailer if we're sleeping inside. It's got an RV style lock as a latch, so it's able to be locked from the inside in the event that we're camping. Up in the front, we did a slant nose at the top. So I don't know if it provides any more aerodynamic capability, but it sure does look pretty good. So we went with that, and we also did an extended tongue. So maneuvering the trailer a little bit easier. Maybe potentially we'll have some room there for maybe a tongue front box to go in the front to store some of our straps and things like that. So that's about it for the exterior. We can swing around and start taking a look at the interior. All right, on the interior, obviously you can see we've got our UTV strapped down, D-rings in the floor with wheel and tire bonnets that are ratchet strapped down. So we've got 4 of those, one at each corner, holding the UTV in place. We'll show you some more of this stuff in detail as we start unpacking and unloading this, but you'll see also there's E-Track that's been installed. We installed this E-Track in the trailer ourselves. Just gives us capability to be able to strap things down, leaves it pretty versatile. You know, as an example there, you've got 2 of those plastic fold-up tables that we've got strapped to the side, and we've got a clip up there that's holding a broom in place, trying to keep things as clean as we can. You know, that's a never-ending deal when you're hunting. In the back, or in the nose of the trailer, and we'll show you this in more detail too as we pull it out, but there's a couple e-bikes that are mounted vertically to kind of optimize our space. We've got climbing tree stands that are strapped to the side here with the E-Track. And then behind the UTV in towards the front of the trailer, we've got gear boxes with all of our hunting gear in it, whether it's our camouflage or packs or tripods and spotting scopes, whatever it is that we need for the specific trip that we're on, that's up there. We've got all the Meet Your Maker game processing equipment. And so we take that with us just in case we're going to be need to process anything before we come back. And then you'll see we've got a 16 cubic foot deep freezer that's connected to a ChillBot that we have run and powered by an EcoFlow Delta Pro.
Yep.
And so we use that so that we can transport our meat back home without freezing it. We like to keep the meat cold. We want to keep it just above freezing so that when we get home, we don't have to wait for meat to thaw out to process it. We can do what we need to do. Right now in there's a deer that I killed in Pennsylvania that's all been deboned, and it's just meat. So the next day or so, we're going to get to processing on that. But yeah, and then right here at the door, we keep our roadside stuff right at the door just in the event that we need it, whether it's tracks that we can put down if we get stuck. There's ratchet straps. There's a socket set with a 1/2-inch impact gun in case we need to change a tire out quickly. There's tow straps, everything that we think that we may need in the event of a roadside issue. Up on the front nose of the trailer, mounted up high, we've got a couple boxes that where we keep our ratchet straps in those boxes. We keep our trailer tongue lock in there. And then you'll also see there we've got a tandem axle jack that's strapped to the front as well. Again, not having to carry around a floor jack, trying to optimize space, keep things up off the ground, and try to make things kind of as efficient as possible. And then, speaking of efficiency, trying to keep space as efficient as possible, you've got the UTV itself. And so we're putting stuff in optimize and using space there in order to optimize as much as we can. And so we've got gut buckets and 5-gallon buckets and gear boxes. And we were up north in New Jersey and there was some snow. And so we've got a snow shovel. And inside the actual UTV, we've got softer stuff. We've got boots and we've got gear bags full of clothes and just odds and ends and hunting things that we need so that when we get to where we're going, we can easily unload it. But it's not on the floor taking up space inside the trailer.
Yep. A lot of thought went into it. We really thought about what we had before with the 7x14 and then what we were missing and how we could maximize and optimize our space. We got trips planned all across the country. And what you may not know is that a regular UTV here needs about between 6 foot 2 inches and 6 foot 3 inches between the door and the floor to clear. And the old trailer was a 6.5 tall, but you lose 6 inches from the roof to the door. And so we ended up with a 6 foot tall door and a 6 foot 2 UTV. And so it just simply would not fit. So we opted for a 7.5 tall by 8.5 wide. A lot of people think that by going from a 7 foot trailer to an 8.5 foot trailer that it's going to widen the footprint of the trailer. As you can see, the exterior of the trailer to the edge of the wheels is the same. The only difference is the wheel well is on the inside of the trailer as opposed to the outside of the trailer. So it gave us an extra 1.5 foot by 20 foot long, more space on the inside where stuff's not going to blow out. It's relatively climate controlled, and we can keep all of our stuff secured everywhere we stop so that it doesn't get stolen. That also leaves the bed of the truck open for gear, and it's been super effective. We went ahead and mounted some of the D-rings ourselves in the floor and installed everything and got it right. We went ahead and mounted the UTV where we did to kind of keep the engine and everything. We backed it in because the engine is heavier, so we can keep most of the weight at or in front of the axles, and went ahead and secured it that way. It still leaves us a little bit of room back here for some lightweight stuff that we didn't end up needing on this trip, but it maximizes our space. And we went ahead with 8.5 by 20 by 7.5 tall because we thought that was the best bang for our buck. Any longer, and we worry about launch angles and turning radius up in the mountains or other places where we would take it, and any shorter, we thought that we would be sacrificing usable space as it relates to weight and available space inside. So that's what we decided on. That's what we ended up with. I think it looks beautiful. I think it looks great riding down the highway. And for the first trial run, it worked really well. So that's it. We'll do some more stuff. We'll get the stuff pulled out, show you guys the inside. But overall, it's worked really well.